Welcome to Agadir. Got to get out of here right now. It's 47 degrees here. Now Morocco's modern coastal city here has so much to offer beyond the beautiful beach that you see me in now. I'm going to take you around today and I'm going to show you all that I can. Come on, let's go. Agadir's beach and waterfront is the centre of tourism here. It's a beautiful stretch of golden sand going right across the bay. It's filled with resorts, hotels, restaurants, bars, and it's got this lovely wide Corniche that you can walk along, which gets packed as the sun goes down. There's plenty of spots where you can just sit on a terrace, in the shade, with a drink, watching the world go by. It's really something quite special here. And here we go, the best way to get an initial view of Agadir, the tourist train. That was actually a fantastic way to see around Agadir for the first time. Just sit back, relax, go down by the beach, see all the resorts and all the hotels around the centre. It's kind of cool, well worth doing. Let's go now and take a look down the beach itself. Wow, this is quite incredible, seeing this for the first time. It's got to be the most developed waterfront that I've seen in Morocco and the places I've travelled on the Atlantic coast. All the resorts everywhere, this huge Corniche walking area, the big beach, very, very developed. And all these bars, cafes lined up along the beach, restaurants, everything here. And look at this, just coming down the beach, and there's probably the best McDonald's I've seen in my life. You can sit here outside the McDonald's with your Big Mac overlooking the beach. Isn't that a winner? It's a really cool vibe here down on the beachfront. You got traditional music going on. Unlike Marrakesh, where I've just come from this trip, they're not after money, they're actually just doing it for fun. This is so cool. You can't miss the hill looming to the north of the beach here with its huge Arabic inscription, reading a translation of God Fatherland King. On top of it's the Kasbah, the fortress built in the 16th century to defend against possible invasions. It was the original settlement of the city, and it really offers an insight into how the city used to be before the huge earthquake in 1960 which devastated the city. Agadir is now almost completely rebuilt. Now it's possible to drive or even hike up the hill, but I'm going to choose a much more fun way. Now this is the way to do it, much more relaxing, superb view over the city already. I see the hill and the Kasbah behind me, I see the beach sprawling out below. Beautiful. Now before I came up here I had heard that actually this is really just about the views, and then when you buy the fort a load of people just hassling you to buy stuff or take pictures, whatever. But actually the fort itself is preserved really well, renovated really well. It's quite cool to see, much better than I expected. And this is just beautiful. You come down here and you see the most spectacular view. It's a slightly hazy day, the heat is really coming today, but you can still see out over the lovely golden beach, the port below, all of the city just sprawling beneath you. That was really pretty cool up there. It's really well renovated up there. It surprised me. It's not what I'd expected from reading online. But I was talking to a local guy up there earlier, and he says it's just happened in the last year. They've really improved the infrastructure up here. They've renovated the fort, all the surroundings. It's really quite cool and well worth the trip. Gonna head on now and get some lunch, because all this sightseeing in this crazy hot weather works up quite an appetite. Okay, here we go. Time for some well-deserved lunch. Gonna try some traditional Moroccan food in Bab Agadir. This is a lovely little stove right here. We've got this lovely fresh bread brought out. It's still warm. The traditional Moroccan bread, but obviously straight out of the oven here. The place is just open, so I guess everything is super fresh right now. Selection of olives with it, and some spicy paste here. So, got some of the harissa on there. Let's try. Ooh, yeah. And this is the harira soup. Supposedly this is a local traditional soup here. I'm not quite sure what's in it, but let's try. There's not really any spice there. Chickpeas, definitely. I think there's lentils in there. Some sort of vegetable taste, a slight tomato. It's simple, but it's really, really tasty. Delicious. Oh, wow. Oh, lovely size. Oh, yeah. And would you look at this? It's incredible bubbling as it comes out so hot. It's absolutely molten hot. And then you've got these little tiny kofta meatballs in there. Loads of little meatballs. This egg on top. Wow, gotta try. Ah, and what a wonderful bit this is as well. Got a nice bit of that egg yolk on top of there, some kofta meatballs, and this lovely tomato sauce. The flavour of this is divine. This is perfect. I love the egg yolk in there. It just really balances the flavour perfectly. The tomato sauce is lovely. The beef is lovely. Wow, this is a whole nother level. Now, I for one never knew this before I came here, but Agadir is actually known for being the capital of Amazigh, or as you may know it, Berber culture. Now, this is one of the few big cities in Morocco where Tamazight, the second official language of Morocco, is actually spoken by more than 50% of the population. And right here is the Museum of Amazigh Culture. Let's go take a look. You've got beautiful paintings giving these amazing images of Morocco in the past, Morocco in the present, giving me these vivid images of when I was the other side of the Atlas Mountains, towns and sites I saw on the way to the Sahara. Oh, it's just beautiful. Modern abstract art as well that really makes you think. Now, as I come out of there, there's a bit of cloud cover and a nice light breeze just cooling down this hot day a little. That is so welcome. I don't know how long it's going to last, but let's head on and see some more sights. Going to head on now to the Souk El Had. And this is the Souk El Had, located in the city centre but so far removed from the resorts and the beach. This place is absolutely massive. It's a huge bazaar, and it just stretches on and on. Supposedly there's 6,000 stalls here, but more than that, because they spread out onto the streets all around as well, selling things on the street. It's crazy. It's so busy, it's so full of life, but the thing is, it's actually organised as well. There's 12 entrances, carefully numbered, and they sell unique things, mostly organised into these particular areas. So you can go around and you can actually go straight for what you're looking for, if you know where you're going. I'm going to go and throw myself in and explore. This looks insane. Okay, that's off to a great start there. I've thrown myself into one of the doors there. It wasn't numbered, so I've got no idea which area I'm in. Well, but it seems to be quite practical life here. I see spices around, I'm seeing Tupperware, I'm seeing clothes. So much for the organisation I was expecting, but hey, I'm only just starting. Okay. So I step around the corner to what must be one of the actual 12 entrances, and it's chaos. There's so many people, there's so much life. This is really quite awesome. Wow, and it is certainly pretty confusing. Forget what I was saying earlier. There is some organisation, but it's slim at best. You don't really know quite where you are. It's probably my failing. I don't really know what I'm doing here yet. But hey, it's certainly fun to get lost in. And that's the beauty of these places. So I'm definitely veering more towards the clothes area now. I think I was with clothes earlier, but maybe a different part of clothes. Maybe I've gone around in a circle. I'm really not too sure. Okay, well, I seem to have found a way out. I thought I was going to come out the same way I came in, you know, just go around in a big circle, but no. I seem to be in what may be a central courtyard, I'm not too sure. People have set up shop on the courtyard here. There's what looks to be an impressive minaret in the background of a mosque. Wow. Now in this open courtyard here, I found this lovely welcome break. Fresh Moroccan orange juice, one of the greatest joys. Thank you. 20, yeah. Thank you. Shukran. I just cannot get enough of this stuff here. I don't know what it is about orange juice in Morocco. I guess the oranges must be just really fresh and good. The juice is always freshly squeezed. It is just such a joy. That's absolutely awesome in there, way better than I expected. Absolutely huge, a real maze in there. That is a bazaar done right. Okay, let's head on. Well, this is certainly something completely different. I've come on a bus reasonably far out of the city centre to really the outskirts to Crocoparc. Now, this is no mean feat today. It's so hot. I think it's supposed to be about 40 degrees right now, but it feels like 50. It literally feels like I've opened the oven door, I'm sticking my head right in the entranceway, and I cannot close it. It is so hot. But here we are, we're at Crocoparc. I'll tell you a little bit more when we get in. And there we go, we enter into the huge crocodile's mouth. So Crocoparc here is both a tourist site and a conservation centre. The Nile crocodile hasn't been found in the wild here in Morocco since the 70s, but here there's about 350 of them, and they're rehabilitating them, trying to encourage them back to the wild. But there's also a whole load of other animals here. There's snakes, there's iguanas. It's a really great site here. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff here. This is really wobbly up here in the cactus garden. But hey, it's going to be crocodile feeding time, so let's go take a look at that. That was amazing and actually kind of strange to see. I've seen crocodiles before, but whenever I've seen them, they've always been completely still, as they tend to do. Seeing them at the feeding is completely different. They don't stay active for very long, they have their food, it kind of stays in their mouth as well, and all you can smell is meat in the air. Wow. And that's a fun little thing here in the glass enclosure right by the crocs, or at least if they're a little bit closer. One's just gone off. But wow, got to get out of here right now. It's 47 degrees here. It is so hot, but supposedly back towards the more central Agadir, it's going to be a lot cooler. I say a lot cooler, 40 degrees, but that's a lot better than it is here. Right, let's get out of here. Crocoparc has been awesome. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the city was destroyed by a terrible earthquake, so most of what you see around the city is pretty new. But this recreation of its original Medina was built in 1992. And this was built as a labour of love for Italian architect Cocer Park, who maintained strict respect to the traditional techniques of building. Wow, this is crazy. It looks small when you come in the front, the little open courtyard there and what must be a cafe, but then you go down these little alleyways and it's actually quite big. And check this out. I come out of these little winding, deserted alleys and I come into this amphitheatre. It's crazy. I don't know if this is traditional. It doesn't seem that way to me. Wow, what a strange place. Okay, so going for a little walk around the new Medina here, so I'm going to check out some of the local crafts here. So hi, what is it that you're making here?
Do the stone sculptures, sir.
Stone sculptures?
Stone sculpture, yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
All by hand and imagination, right? And this is the natural stone that we bring from the region of Taroudant, and it's a limestone, yes. And how it's made, at the first work it's with the hammer, the second work with the file, and with different kind of chisel to make all the small details, right? And we polish it at the end with 4 kinds of sandpaper to make it smooth.
You would never think it was stone. It feels more like a well sandpapered wood.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
By stone, sir.
Well, this is an amazing place. It's so beautiful. It does seem like a strange take on the traditional way from my experiences, but still, it's lovely to come out here. You've got some traditional craftsmen as well setting up shop here, but it is so quiet. There really needs to be more people coming in here. I think partly the weather is a reason it is so hot today. And that's it for my video and my time in Agadir. I've really enjoyed Agadir. It's been a fantastic city. It actually offers so much more than just what you think of, the resorts, the beach. There's really a lot more here and it's coming further and further all the time with the new developments. Anyway, I'm going to head off to Essaouira next. Wow, it's really spiky. I'm really looking forward to this one. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, don't be shy with that thumbs up button. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below, and I hope to see you next time, guys.